The opinions expressed by the host and guests in this show are not necessarily the views of Children's Health Defense.
Well, good morning, Ph.D. Welcome to Doctors and Scientists. If you see me, it must be Friday morning. I am really excited for this guest today. It is high time that we brought him on. Dr. David Speicher, who has gotten his Ph.D. from, Griffith University in virology. Master's from Griffith University in virology, got his PhD in 2012, and has worked as a research associate and a visiting professor at the University of Guelph. And so importantly, has done amazing work unlocking what is actually in the COVID jab. We're not going to call it a vaccine. It's an mRNA technology. It's a genetic technology at best, but unlocking what has been put in the arms of so many people, billions and billions of people across the world from the Pfizer and the Moderna shot. So Dr. Speicher, thank you so much. It's a speaker, right?
Yeah.
Speaker. I'm so sorry. Dr. Speaker,
it's all right.
Welcome to the show.
It is so nice to be there, and it's about time the truth on this is told, exposed, where I'm getting pushed back big time, and so as a scientist, it's about what are the actual scientific facts of what's going on.
Let's start with the Pfizer and the Moderna. What was purported to be found in those particular shots, and in contrast, what did you find?
I have personally tested 44 vaccine vials. I've looked at both Pfizer and Moderna, the 32 vials from Canada, 6 from Ireland, 3 in Australia, and all of those have high levels of synthetic plasmid DNA.
Incredible.
And two, all of the Pfizer's contain a SV4T promoter enhancer sequence. The total amount of Pfizer is 167 times above the 10 nanogram per dose regulatory limit, and in the Moderna, it's about 624 times above that. Except you've got SV4T in the Pfizer, and so would you like a dose of SV4T or a dose of way more DNA in your vaccine?
Incredible. I mean, the breakdown, and I haven't understood this well. I mean, the difference in the manufacturing processes in the Pfizer and the Moderna, and why in the heck would you have SV40 in the Pfizer in the first place?
It's a known lab sequence used to integrate plasmid DNA into a cell's genome. Okay, 1999 paper of Dr. David Dean out of Rochester, New York. If you put 3 to 10 copies of a fragmented DNA piece attached to a 72 base pair SV40 enhancer into a non-dividing cell which has an intact nuclear envelope, it can and will move across that envelope wall and integrate into the genome of that cell. Now, in his work, it was 3 to 10 copies into a non-dividing cell.
Right.
There are about 500 billion copies of synthetic DNA with a SV40 in these vials per dose inside lipid nanoparticles, and lipid nanoparticles insert the mRNA and the DNA directly into our cells.
Incredible. Now, when that happens, and I've seen, some results. I mean, I think that there was one tumor that came out of Kevin McCurn's lab that had SV40 elements in it. Is it, when it gets in the cell, is it actually integrating, or is there anything to establish that, or is it just sort of multiplying episomally?
At this point in time, we don't know. There's a hunt on to find all of this out, except it requires research funding, and our governments are not funding things like this at all. As well, which cell type should we look at? And there's somal cells, heart, liver, like which cell type? And I think because of the rise in turbo cancers, it's been all cells so far.
Right.
A research group on team which I'm working with are currently looking at this in sperm cells. So
incredible.
If you find DNA of the vaccine integrated into a sperm cell genome, and it's passed on, and an egg and a sperm makes a baby, every cell in that child's body has the code to make spike.
Absolutely chilling.
And it could have been that we, by pushing mRNA technology, has changed the human genome on a global scale transgenerationally. Now, I hope I find nothing, but it's something thing that governments need to look at and need to fund, and even if it's not there, I would love to look and say it's not there. A research paper last week came out and looked at 8 sperm samples, 8 semen samples, and found it's in all samples they looked at.
Incredible. All of the samples. And so this was now I need to hit the literature harder. I'm guessing that they did like PCR and RT PCR to confirm this. And it wasn't, but they haven't done the sequencing yet. Have they done the sequencing to see if it's integrated? Oh no. Okay.
No, it's just been nested PCR.
Okay.
So
absolutely incredible.
Is it actually integrated? We don't know, except it's a safety signal, which is very important to look at.
Absolutely. Now, the thing that makes me so incredulous is that how do you frickin' hide DNA levels that are 176 times the limit, the 10 nanogram limit of exogenous DNA in these vials? How in the heck did they hide this? And why didn't the regulators find it, or did they find it and look the other way?
We know that the EMA flagged this early on and said, this doesn't look right. It needs to be addressed, and that they sent things back, and nothing was changed, and Pfizer obtained EUA. So it was flagged and shown, and I don't think anything was done. Now, all of this DNA is a process related impurity, and therefore it should have been cleaned up. In BioNTech's own paper published in the summer of 24, it shows the DNase-1 digests on the vaccine was not sufficient enough to clean up this, as well. The chromatography used to separate out RNA and DNA was not sufficient to clean this up. So
incredible.
Got a faulty process making a faulty product.
It's absolutely unconscionable that any of this happened. One question that would come up, and I deal with pro-vaccine trolls all the time. I probably should deal with them less because of Twitter, and you're no stranger to this because you have a Substack and you're active on Twitter or X as well. But the question then becomes, well, That's the BioNTech. What about the Comirnaty? Is the Comirnaty the same process? Is it a different process? And would the contamination be the same in that product?
Comirnaty is made by Pfizer BioNTech, and therefore all of their the vaccines are just as bad. I have looked at the first thoughts, the monovalence, the bivalence, the XBB 1.5 boosters, and two, the brand new current JN1 KP2s. And the levels in those are all about the same. It's a plug and play system that Pfizer has not and will not clean up.
It's so incredible listening to this, and the fact that these things are they're still on the market today. Moderna itself, is that based on like an E. coli replication plasmid?
Yes.
Or
yes.
So it's basically the same. So it's not synthetic RNA that's being synthesized by a machine. It is the same plasmid.
Yes, it's a very similar plasmid, except the SV4T is not in the plasmid used by Moderna.
Okay, it's a plasmid background, but it doesn't have.
It's a different plasmid backbone.
Yeah. Oh, okay, and a lot of our viewers know already, but explain really quickly, why is SV40 so important?
It's the sequence that's used to both into to freight DNA into the cell's genome. At the same time, the SV40 promoter it binds to the cell's P53 and knocks that out and drives the cells towards cancer. All of those who push the vaccine and call us as conspiracy theorists, anti-vax, anti-science. Okay, I am not anti-vax. I am against a rushed medical and health product which is pushed on people and causes people harm.
Exactly.
And it's clear these things have caused people the harm and should have never been used and need to be pulled off the market.
I couldn't agree with you more. And the part of the problem, I mean, especially you're in Canada, and people need to know know the difference. And I think that most of my viewers, if not all of my viewers, know the extreme amount of persecution in Canada. What elucidating this, I mean, when did you start publishing this work, and when did you start publicizing this work, and what's your life been like since?
I was a postdoc at McMaster in March of 2020 as the virus and the pandemic occurred, and I lost my first job March 17th, 2020, as I questioned the virus origin and the lockdowns.
Right.
I've lost 5 jobs in the pandemic, and I've not had a full-time paid job since May of 23. So when I was let go from Redeemer University, I was asked to confirm the work of Kevin McKernan, and I said, I'm a lab-based scientist. I'm a PCR expert and stuff, and this needs to be done well and done right. And so I accepted the challenge. We first looked at 20T7 vaccine vials. That was out in a preprint October 19th, 23.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a little worried because Kevin's got all kinds of pushback. Philip Buckholz testified in the South Carolina Senate September 19th of 23 and was hit hard with online trolls. And I'm like, I've done this work and it needs to go out. And I'm like, do I want all this push back? And my 9-year-old son, he said, Dad, if this will help save people's lives, it's worth doing. And so wow. I put out it at 3:30 a.m. Okay, 6 hours later, Epoch Times published a report and said Health Canada confirms DNA in the COVID vaccines. And I'm like, cool. It's God's timing is always right. And it's like, well, if you're against us, you're now against Health Canada. And if you're in agreement with what they're doing and saying that, then here, our work confirms what they have just said.
Well, if Health Canada says that there's residual DNA and this contamination obviously very, very much higher than any acceptable limit, then how can they justify anybody getting any further shots? It makes absolutely no sense.
Because it's fragmented and not bioactive. And therefore, if they admit this is wrong and it is above the legal limits and it is causing harm, who is held liable?
Exactly.
That's what it comes. It's not about science. It's about pushing a government agenda.
Well, I can't thank you enough for doing that. Now, in addition to, not having a livelihood since May of 2023, or was it March or May? I can't remember.
May
of 2023. Then what else have they thrown at you? I mean, obviously you're leading the charge. You're posting on X these shots, whatever you want to call them. They need to be off the market yesterday.
Yeah.
So what else have they thrown at you besides cutting off your livelihood?
On the backs of this work. Australia in February of 25 launched the David Declaration. In Europe, there's a whole North group which is fighting back based on this exact work. And in Canada, we've launched call to halt 19.ca. It's call number 2 halt 1919.ca. Show up there, sign them. This work is large enough to expose the whole biopharma for fraud and the whole scientific cartel. We are being pushed back hard with a team trying to get our paper retracted. Now, this exact work has been on the U.S. congressional record,
right?
With Senator Ron Johnson. It's been discussed September 19th at a SIP. And it is acting hard like a hammer. At the same time, Retraction Watch is pushing back, has written 2 hit pieces about us. Our reviewer of our paper has leaked out confidential peer review documents to them, and it turns out it's an entire scientific cartel under pub peer retraction watch, and it's all under the Center for Scientific Integrity, and it's a U.S. 501c charitable donation, and therefore, if you give to them, it's a tax deductible thing for yourself, and science like this gets targeted, hit hard, and it's all big pharma paying things and doing things to try and control this whole scientific narrative.
Wow. I wonder if the Senator for Scientific Integrity does, have to publish some of their major donors, because, it sounds so nefarious. These are papers, these are published in Autoimmunity, OSF. The paper in Autoimmunity, it is a peer-reviewed scientific journal paper. It's not put up on notice either. There hasn't been any notifications from the journal itself.
There has been. It's right now under investigation, but at the same time, if a peer review, if a reviewer has broken the peer review and scientific integrity, then they also should be looked at, examined, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it's both sides. And unfortunately, there are nefarious forces. I can't thank you
Sure.
enough for your dedication for the truth. And you're obviously motivated by something much, much higher than money, than fortune or fame, because of what you've done. Dr. Speicher, how, what's it like when your head hits a pillow at night, knowing that you're doing the right thing?
Sometimes it's feels okay. Sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough. I'm being pounded from all sides. I'm being censored, attacked. Can't. There's no income, and so it makes life tough. And I get phone calls, messages each week of someone else who's been vaccine injured, developed cancer or something post vaccine, and these people want help. And so I'm doing everything I can to help them out. I've been those several times to just walk, and like there's so much going on. I just feel like leaving things and leaving science, except I know this is the right thing.
Absolutely.
And it's taking everything in me to keep going.
Well, I can't thank you enough, and God bless you for your work, for your commitment for the truth. People can follow you on Substack and on X. So where's the best? You got at DJ Speicher on X, and how about Substack?
Courageous Truth, TRUTH, and it's because to talk like I am with a stutter and do science and be a voice takes extreme courage.
You are a David among Goliaths, but you know what? We know in the end who won that particular battle. And again, Dr. Speicher, I can't thank you enough for what you're doing, and God bless you. And please, please do not stop.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on. Merry Christmas to yourself and all of Children's Health Defense.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Speicher, and Merry Christmas to everybody out there. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday, and thank you. Spread the word about this important episode of Doctors and Scientists. Let's get the COVID shots off the market.
We are live now. So what's your name?
Kathy.
And you are?
Adam.
Adam. And how old's Adam?
Adam is 17.
Adam is 17. Okay, now let's hear the story, because people listening are going to love this. It's just a wonderful thing that Adam can now communicate with us, right?
Yes.
So tell us the story.
Adam was a typical little boy. I did daycare for 11 years, so I knew kids, and I had 2 other kids, and he met his milestones, and Everything seemed to be going well, but I did notice that he was sick often with like respiratory, always bronchitis, pneumonia, croup, like over and over and over. We did that. And then we hadn't vaccinated for a while after his 1 year, actually no, 15 months. And then we took a little break because I was like, no, I'm just, he's always sick. And so I just want to wait this out. And then at 21 and a half months, took him in. Doctor said, he's healthy enough. We need to start getting him caught up. And he went to get his vaccines that day, and something happened. The nurse, it was the MMR, and when she poked his leg, they pulled the needle out, and it was bent. He bent it, and the nurse got super emotional, was crying. She said she had never seen anything like that. And Adam broke the blood vessels in his face, like they were all, like his face was all spotty. And then it was very shortly after that, a few days, where he's not responding to his name.
How old was he?
He was 21 and a half months.
Right.
And then I thought, he's going deaf. He's going deaf because he's not responding. And then when we took him in, and they said, yeah, he could be losing his hearing. So then they sent us to the audiologist, who was asking me a bunch of questions. And it was a Friday, and I remember thinking, like, wait a minute, she's asking me things like, does he like tags on his clothes? All of a sudden, does he tiptoe? And she's asking me all these things, and I knew she knew what was wrong with him. And she said that the results she would send off to the doctor, and I had to wait. Like I said, it was a Friday, and I started punching in everything she was asking me, and everything kept coming up, autism.
Okay, so talk about this, how you communicate, because this is, to me, is amazing. It's all
this is a letter board, and this has been life-saving for Adam. He started this when he was almost 9 years old, RPM style, and then recently we're now working on, we're doing S2C. It's kind of very similar, and this changed his life. He was always throwing temper tantrums, and it was because he couldn't communicate, and he hated the iPad with, like, I want to eat, and sure enough, his first session that he had 3 sessions in a row, and by the time we left, he had typed, "My small quiet mouth makes me sad," and I couldn't believe it because I didn't even know he knew the alphabet.
well, just so the viewers know, we asked him to, he's titled this.
Yes, he did title
today,
this.
They Stole My Life.
They Stole My Life.
So Adam, can we talk to you now for a bit? Talk about what you mean by they stole my life.
I can't. I can't believe it. But I am normal inside.
Bless you.
God bless you. I am thankful I can communicate Now, I was in a silent prison.
Adam, what do you think when you look around the bus and you see all the injury from the vaccines and medical professionals, and how that vaccination hurt you and destroyed your life? What do you think? We're telling stories and things, but what do you think? How can you explain? What would you say to the powers that be to stop this, so that people don't get hurt like you're hurt?
I need people to know that vaccines are not safe. It hurts. So many. Try that again. But no one cares. Until it is you.
I have another question for you. I don't want to tire you out, but have you encountered people not understanding that you are absolutely fine? You're able to communicate, intelligent, all those kind of things. Treat you as though you're not there. Do you know what I mean? Sort of like treating you badly because they don't understand that you are. I'm not putting this very well, but do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that you are, Adam, you are great. You can communicate now, which is fantastic because you've got this thing. But people look from the outside seeing you as something that you're not, because you aren't able to speak like the others. Does that make sense, Adam?
Yes.
I want to know how you're treated by people.
I always have lots of was it E or I? Lots of people ask my mom if I can understand, but I'm not deaf nor dumb.
That's right, Adam. Wow. Adam, what do you like to do? What's your favourite thing to do? If you could do, what would be your perfect life? What do you want to be? What do you want to do?
I want I want a voice like yours.
Real British voice.
And
You-
I won't ever give up hope. I am. I didn't get that one. Sorry, start over. I'm asking God daily for a real voice.
Asking God daily for a real voice. So you understand everything. You can type it. What is going on? Does it not come out? What?
My stupid body doesn't work.
All because of vaccinations. Wow. Well, I'm sure our viewers will help pray. What does God say? 2 or more people pray.
Yep.
And you will receive. So we'll all be on it with you. Okay.
Yes?
Adam, is there anything else you want to tell everybody?
Yes? Okay, go ahead. You want to sit up? Don't always be in a rush. So, oh, sorry, was that not it? I'm sorry. Stop and enjoy life. It has God in it.
Adam, amen to that. Amazing. Amazing. You should write like a column or something.
Oh,
It
Adam
would be so
loves to
helpful.
write, and he wrote a poem that was really nice.
Where is it?
On my phone.
Can you read it?
Yeah.
Can we read your poem?
Yeah. Can I read your can I read your poem? Yes. Okay. Here you go. There you go. Sorry.
It's okay. That's so good, Adam. Thank you for all that insight and advice. But you should write a column every week.
Yeah, he has a blog.
Oh, he has a blog. It says, Our World, My Perspective. So where, Adam, Zora, where is that on what?
It's
Subtext?
adamzora.weebly.com.
Okay, so good. People will follow that and then they can.
And
Thank you, Adam, for doing that.
here you go. This was written a few, 3 or 4 years ago. Inside my autism mind. Autism, an inside catastrophe. Darkness and light, all inside. Sometimes so bright, sometimes so dark. Autism is lonely. It's like a call that no one answers, a door that remains closed, a house with no windows. Autism is a volcano, boiling inside, building in pressure, about to rupture. Outside of me, I can't control, for all you see is an empty hole. Inside of me is a light so bright, it explodes with all its might. My autism world can be a beautiful place, a place of no judgment, a place of no fear. Inside of here is where I hold dear. Autism is a gift, but it's also a curse. Indeed it is, for better or worse. Sometimes misjudged and misunderstood, but always loved. God is good.
Adam, that's amazing. Adam, already I have a message from Tessa, my friend Tessa. She's going to pray for your voice. Yeah. You're going to be okay, Adam. Thank you so much for coming on the sofa. And if you've got anything else you want to say, you just let me know and we'll put you on Good Morning CHD, okay?
Da-da! Da-da-da!
Thank you. God bless you all for doing
Da-da.
His work.
Da-da.
Oh, we love you, Adam. Yeah, a lot of love going out for you right now. And we hope. Is there anything else you want to say as well? No.
I just want to say that to all the new parents, and you know, everyone researches car seats and strollers and you know, what video camera are we going to put in the baby's room, and we just blindly trust and let people with letters behind their name inject your kids without knowing what we're doing. I was ignorant. I didn't know, and because of my ignorance, he pays the price. And so you don't want to be on this bus. Do your research.
That's right. It's good advice. Well, thank you both so much. I look forward to seeing you again on Good Morning CHD, our morning show. You just let your mum know, or write to me. You can write to me. Can you work a laptop? Can you type on a laptop or on there?
On a keyboard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so just
When
let
Mom
me
holds
know
it.
when you've got something to say and we'll get you on the show, okay?
Okay.
All right?
All right.
We're in business.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you guys so much.